be me. Mom dies when I'm 7. Dad declared unfit due to severe addiction to painkillers. End up living with Uncle Eric, his wife, and my cousin Jeremy. Fast forward 11 years. I'm 18, Jeremy is 20. Just graduate from high school. Jeremy tells us he's rented a trailer for the two of us and our girlfriends. I ask where. He tells me Vancouver Island. We get on the ferry and get our trailer. Tells us he's been planning this whole trip for a while now, as a graduation present. We're set to be there for 2 weeks. Have our trailer parked in a pretty secluded, heavily wooded area. First 4 nights are absolutely uneventful. We swim in the nearby lake, roast food over the fire, dig around, and enjoy nature. Around the 5th day or so, my girlfriend Sam comes running to us one morning. She's scared as fuck. Ask her what the problem is. Someone was apparently in the bushes. Ask her if she saw anything, tells me no, but that it was definitely a person. Throughout the day there does seem to become this aura of us being watched, not with malicious intent mind you, but it's not a friendly feeling. Feeling of being watched is not able to be shaken off. There's times where it feels less noticeable, if that's what you could call it, but it felt like the eyes in the woods were simply not paying that much attention. Night comes. We set up the pit to make dinner. We're in the middle of eating when there's suddenly this very faint noise. It's rocks being smacked together. It's almost undeniably the sound of rocks being hit against each other. But it's so far off. It's creepy enough that Sam bolts for the inside of the trailer and locks herself in. Jeremy's girlfriend Hannah turns in at some point. After that, Jeremy asks me if I want to go out to the woods to explore the source of the noise. Tell him it could be dangerous. Tells me that's the fun. Shows me he packed a shotgun just in case of wild animals. Take flashlights and head off to the woods. It's not the kind of everything stops quiet, but it's still just eerie as fuck. Explore for a good 15 to 30 minutes. Nothing. We head back, disappointed. Once we get to the trailer, head in. We sit down for a bit when it happens. Smack, loud 1-2 against the side of the trailer. Go out to see what happened. Huge ass rock got thrown at the side of the trailer. Jeremy and I shine lights into the immediate area, don't see anything, but there is the very obvious rustling of bushes, branches being snapped. Someone is running away. Next day comes. We head out to the woods again. Jeremy is still armed. Head for the direction where we heard branches being snapped. Whoever it was that was out there just straight annihilated some brush, like they ran straight through it. At this point I want to not go any further. Jeremy tells me he'll go and find whoever's out there if I'm too scared. Try and reason with him, like what if it's some crazy person in the woods? We argue a bit and I head back to the trailer. A good 45 minutes to an hour passes by. It's Jeremy, he's hauling ass. Jeremy just fumbles as he's running inside. Motherfucker is the palest I've ever seen him. He's aiming his gun from the inside, he's shaking. It's a few hours of tension as he seems to be waiting for what he ran from. After he's sure that who or whatever he was running from didn't follow, he's still rattling, breathing heavily. I ask him what happened out in the woods. "Anon, something tried to fucking grab me," he says to me. "Grab you?" Tells me he only got a glimpse of a person, a big person too, as his hands were massive. He could feel the fingers draping over his shoulder. For reference, we're both 6'2". The grip almost tightened when he jumped in panic and bolted faster than a person robbing a liquor store. Never got a good look at the face, but this person to him was quite tall, at least a foot or two above him at his estimate. The girls are frightened, I'm frightened, and Jeremy keeps looking out the window to see if it came to follow him. Nothing. This goes on till we anxiously make dinner. Jeremy keeps the shotgun on him at all times now. Every little noise he hears, there's cause for him to start aiming. He BTFOs a small bird with the gun at one point, but I digress. We're eating, still no activity. It's around 1:30 to 2 o'clock a.m. roughly when we're all woken up by this new sound. Someone is goddamned howling / screaming / something. TBH, it's more like a bellow. This lasts a few minutes and stops. There's some intermittent hollers as well. The hollers are short and high-pitched, the bellows are deeper. This continues on and off throughout the night. About a full week into our trip, we're terrified, scared and ready to just be gone. It's this night something new starts happening, sound of something hard being smacked against a tree. Jeremy's educated guess is it's some kind of large piece of wood like a branch. This thwacking sound is harsh and violent. No way you couldn't hear it. Jeremy snaps off a branch of his own to start responding. The thwacking goes back and forth between the two of them for a bit, probably 3 hours. After that, nothing. We're all unable to sleep that night. It's been about 2 days after that, nothing has happened. We think maybe we talked it out. Nope. It's late one night and we're preparing for bed when we start hearing some noise. It's rocks. Rocks of various size being pelted against the trailer. Jeremy grabs the shotgun and heads out, just itching to shoot at something. He starts shooting randomly. It doesn't seem like he hit anything. The rock pelting keeps going for about an hour, stops, then resumes. Like the bellows, this also is an on and off occurrence. Next morning we start looking to see where this person could be hiding this entire time. We're not expecting to see it. There's this huge, fur-covered person. I'd guess it's about our size and it's staring us dead on. Jeremy lines himself up to shoot it. Not sure how or why, but he misses the shot. Get a holler for our trouble before it runs off into the woods. We tell the girls what happened. They're freaked the fuck out. Night comes and like the nights before, there's violent thwacking of branches against trees. It's loud and it's angry sounding. Hey Jeremy, I think we pissed it off. The knocking stops. We're absolutely scared shitless for some reason. After a few hours of complete silence, we hear a massive thud. And another. It's more rocks, big fuckers too. All 4 of us head out, Jeremy armed with the shotgun, the girls and I have flashlights. That's when Sam screams bloody fucking murder. She Usain Bolts her way back inside. Jeremy tries and take a shot. I grab the light she dropped. He's massive, taller than the one we saw in the daytime. The best I could compare it to is if you added a few inches to Shaq's height. What brief glimpse I got of its face, it's snarling. Like it's pissed. Goddamn, there's 2 of them. One smaller and the bigger one. Those are the ones I know of. The larger one is bold enough to show itself. We do not sleep at all the next few nights. It's our last night before we go back. It's peaceful and quiet. We're all suspicious. As we're packing our shit and leaving, we see the larger one, in broad daylight. Brief few seconds though. It stares us down as we leave. We all get back home and the first thing me and Jeremy do, because our house is kind of in the woods, is lock all the doors out of fear. Me and Jeremy still had sleepless nights for months after that. Every little sound startled the fuck out of us. The girls were like this too. A few years after what happened, Jeremy got into Sasquatch research. He is determined to kill one. I eventually married Sam. Despite what happened, I still enjoy the outdoors. I just carry a firearm on me now, and a knife just in the event I see one of these things again.